In this video, we're counting down clever DIY tips that can make your life safer, more manageable for anyone running a home alone on a fixed budget.
These aren't expensive gadgets or complicated renovations. We're talking about rubber bands, tennis balls, felt pads, and binder clips. Ordinary items you probably already have in a kitchen drawer. Some of these ideas trace back to the kind of practical wisdom grandparents shared for decades, and every one costs pennies. From simple organization tricks to fixes that could genuinely prevent a fall, each tip protects your independence. Let's start with a roll of masking tape and a problem it solves surprisingly well. 8th place. A simple roll of masking tape is one of the most reliable tools for keeping a home organized and easy to navigate. As we manage our households alone, remembering which switch controls the porch light, or when leftovers were placed in the refrigerator, can become a daily challenge. A strip of light-colored masking tape and a dark marker solve this problem instantly. This method creates clear, highly visible labels that help with sorting pantry items, identifying shut-off valves, or marking expiration dates on medicine bottles. Unlike permanent markers or heavy adhesives that can ruin cabinets, countertops, or plastic bins, masking tape pulls away cleanly without leaving a sticky residue. This makes it an ideal reversible choice for renters who need to keep their living space in good condition. You can label storage drawers, specify which keys open which doors, or write large letter reminders to put on the back of the front door. A single roll costs less than $1 at any local hardware store and lasts for months, making it incredibly budget-friendly. It is important to keep in mind that this tape is strictly an organizational aid. It does not possess the adhesive strength to hold heavy objects or serve as a permanent repair, and it will peel off if it gets wet. For daily memory support and quick sorting, however, a few strips of tape provide an affordable, dignified way to keep your environment orderly, predictable, and easy to manage. 7th place. An empty metal coffee tin is a classic, enduring storage solution for spare screws, washers, nuts, and bolts. For generations, keeping a few of these sturdy containers on a shelf or workbench has been a staple of the sensible, independent household. When you live alone, minor home repairs, like tightening a loose cabinet hinge or securing a shaky drawer pull, can become frustrating tasks if you have to search through cluttered drawers or make an expensive trip to the local hardware store just for a single screw. Salvaging these metal tins keeps your small hardware sorted and immediately accessible. When you finish a project or disassemble old items, saving the leftover parts in a dedicated tin prevents wasted money and saves time. It is a time-tested, thrifty practice that honors the value of everyday materials. This simple habit keeps your workshop organized and ensures you are always ready for unexpected fixes. These containers are incredibly durable, offering a rigid structure that flimsy plastic bags or cardboard boxes simply cannot match. But it is important to remember the safety boundaries of this organization aid. This tin is purely meant for dry, clearly identified hardware. You should never use a repurposed coffee can to store unmarked chemicals, liquid cleaners, or hazardous solvents. Doing so runs the risk of metal corrosion, leaks, or dangerous confusion about what is inside. For safety and peace of mind, always write a clear label on the outside of the tin using a permanent marker. By keeping your spare hardware neatly contained and marked, you maintain an orderly, self-reliant home without having to spend a single penny. 6th place. A standard metal binder clip is an incredibly simple tool for keeping your kitchen instructions steady and easy to read. Preparing a simple meal or brewing tea when you live alone can become a minor frustration when a recipe card or a handwritten index card keeps curling shut or slipping flat onto the counter. When your hands are busy or you are waiting for the kettle to warm, a tiny metal clip provides an instant, hands-free stand. By clamping the clip to the bottom edge of the card and flipping the silver wire wings downward, you create a wide, stable base. The paper stands upright on its own, keeping the steps clear and visible at a glance. It is a practical, resourceful way to reuse a common office item that most of us already have tucked away in a desk drawer. This simple adjustment costs nothing and spares you the hassle of squinting at a flat card. However, it is important to remember the physical limits of this quick setup. A binder clip is meant only for paper or light cardstock, not for heavy cookbooks. Because the metal can get hot and the paper can easily catch fire, always keep this stand far away from the open flame of a stove or hot burner. Moisture can also ruin your cards, so place it on a dry section of the counter. For a quick solo kitchen task, this little clip keeps your instructions right where you can see them. In the fifth place, a simple pack of adhesive-backed felt pads offers a wonderful way to protect your physical strength when managing your home alone. Rearranging a living space or simply clearing a path to clean can be a real physical challenge as we get older. Sliding a small side table, a plant stand, or a light bedside cabinet out of the way often requires awkward bending, pulling, and lifting, which can easily trigger painful back strain or cause you to lose your balance. Placing cheap felt pads on the legs of your lightest furniture pieces solves this problem completely. These small polyester fiber discs cost pennies per pack and are incredibly easy to apply to any dry surface. They slide smoothly across hardwood, tile, or linoleum floors. By reducing the friction between the furniture leg and the floor, they allow you to gently glide a light item out of the way with a simple upright push, eliminating the need to lift, bend, or struggle by yourself. However, because these pads are designed specifically to reduce friction and make things slide, they must be used with strict safety limits in mind. You must never place felt pads on any item that needs to remain perfectly stationary for safety. This means you should never use them on dining chairs, step stools, or any furniture you lean on for support when walking or standing up. If a chair or stool slides away too quickly when you attempt to sit down, it can lead to a dangerous fall. Likewise, do not use them under heavy appliances or top-heavy bookshelves, which can easily tip over and cause serious injury. Over time, heavy weight compresses the felt, making the slide less predictable, and moisture can ruin the adhesive. By keeping these handy sliders limited to your lightest, most stable tables and stands, you can safely tidy and organize your home on your own terms without spending more than a pocketful of change. Fourth place. A simple tennis ball can make preparing hot meals much easier on your hands when you live alone. As we get older, gripping and lifting heavy metal pots can cause significant strain on arthritic wrists and fingers. Slipping a halved tennis ball over a thin, rigid pot handle provides a wider, softer surface that is much easier to grasp and hold securely. This clever adaptation is not a modern internet trick. It dates back to mid-century homemaking columns from the 1960s and 70s. Back then, magazines like Family Circle and Better Homes and Gardens regularly suggested using old tennis balls to cushion cold metal handles and doorknobs around the house. The physical design of a tennis ball makes it perfect for this task. It is built with a hollow vulcanized rubber core covered by a woven wool and nylon felt. When you slice the ball in half and slide it over a handle, the plush felt surface improves your grip, while the compressed rubber core acts as a shock absorber. This soft layer blocks 30 to 40% of the heat coming through the metal, giving your hand a comfortable buffer. Because you are dealing with hot cookware, you must respect the strict safety limits of this homemade aid. A tennis ball is meant to provide light cushioning and better traction, not heavy-duty heat protection. The felt cover is highly flammable and can catch fire easily if it gets too close to a gas burner or hot electric coil. The rubber core itself begins to soften and release unpleasant vapors if it exceeds 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Never use this method for high-heat cooking, like stir-frying, and never put a cushioned pot inside the oven. For simple stovetop tasks, it offers a wonderful low-cost way to protect your joints, but always keep your oven mitts close by for heavy lifting. Third place. A simple, low-wattage nightlight plugged into a hallway or bathroom outlet is one of the most effective ways to secure your safety when living alone. Waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom or get a glass of water can be incredibly hazardous in a pitch-black house. As we age, our eyes naturally require much more light to see clearly. Official health estimates show that vision impairment affects 13.6% of adults aged 65 and older. This decline in visual clarity directly increases the risk of tripping over an unseen laundry basket, a rug corner, or a sleeping pet in the dark. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, through their STEADY initiative for fall prevention, places nightlights at the top of their core home safety recommendations. What makes this basic fix so valuable is its utter simplicity. You do not need to deal with modern smart home devices, wireless internet connections, complicated phone applications, or touchy motion sensors that might fail to turn on when you step into a room. This is the same dependable technology that families have trusted since the 1960s and 70s, when simple little plastic units with tiny neon bulbs and manual toggle switches kept our childhood homes safe. A traditional plug-in nightlight offers a steady, reliable glow that is always there when you open your eyes, costing only pennies a year in electricity. Placing one in the bedroom, one in the hallway, and one in the bathroom ensures you have a continuous line of sight. It is important to understand the specific safety boundaries of this household aid. A nightlight is designed solely to improve visibility, not to offer physical support. It is not a grab bar, a handhold, or a replacement for a cane or walker. You should never lean on a wall or reach out for furniture to steady yourself in the dark, even if the path is lit. If you struggle with balance, ensure you use your proper mobility tools and have secure, professionally installed grab rails in your pathways. By keeping your halls gently illuminated with simple plug-in bulbs, you protect your independence and keep your nights safe, comfortable, and predictable without any expensive technology. In second place, placing simple non-slip mats in your bathroom and other wet areas is one of the most important steps you can take to protect your independence. The bathroom is historically the most hazardous room in any household, especially when you are managing things on your own. Water on slick tile or smooth porcelain turns a standard floor into a skating rink in an instant. Statistics from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that bathroom slip hazards contribute to 28% of all household falls. With over 14 million older Americans experiencing a fall each year, securing your footing in the tub or shower is not a minor detail. It is an absolute necessity. The CDC's STEADY initiative for fall prevention explicitly recommends non-slip mats as a foundational home safety measure. These textured rubber or vinyl mats work by dramatically increasing surface traction directly under your feet. Unlike smooth tile, a good mat features a patterned surface that channels water away, while suction cups underneath anchor the mat securely to the bottom of the tub or the shower floor. It is a straightforward, common-sense solution that has kept seniors safe for decades, costing only a few dollars at any local grocery or hardware store. However, using a non-slip mat comes with one essential safety rule that must never be ignored. A mat is designed solely to keep your feet from sliding. It is strictly a surface traction aid. It possesses no load-bearing capacity and should never be used as a handhold, a step, or a physical support to balance your weight. If you need assistance standing up from the tub, lowering yourself onto a shower seat, or steadying your balance while stepping over a threshold, you must rely on a properly mounted, professionally installed grab bar. A secure grab bar must be anchored directly into the wall studs to safely support up to 250 pounds. Combining the reliable surface grip of a non-slip mat underfoot with sturdy grab bars on the wall gives you complete, dignified control over your daily routine without risking an avoidable trip to the hospital. And finally, in first place, wrapping a wide rubber band around a stubborn jar lid is the single most effective way to protect your physical comfort and self-reliance in the kitchen. Preparing your own meals is a cornerstone of living alone, but a tight metal vacuum seal can bring dinner plans to a sudden halt. As we get older, our hands naturally lose some of their squeezing power, and joint stiffness can make twisting a smooth metal cap feel nearly impossible. In fact, joint challenges make opening jars a significant daily hurdle for more than 40% of older adults. Struggling to open a jar of peaches or pasta sauce is not just frustrating. Trying to force a lid with bare, slipping hands can easily pinch a nerve, strain a wrist, or cause a sudden slip that breaks the jar and creates a hazardous mess. A plain rubber band from your desk drawer solves this problem instantly. By stretching a thick, continuous rubber band tightly around the outer rim of the lid, you create a high-friction barrier. The natural latex acts as a strong gripping agent, giving your hand a firm surface to grasp. When you turn the lid, the rubber stops your palm and fingers from sliding, allowing you to transfer your natural arm strength directly into the twist. This simple adjustment reduces the twisting force required by your joints, letting you open stubborn jars with much less hand strain. It is a simple, sensible fix that does not require you to buy any expensive, bulky kitchen gadgets that clutter up your drawers. This classic tip has a long history. It regularly appeared in the reader advice columns of mid-century homemaking magazines like Family Circle throughout the 1960s and 1970s. Generations of self-reliant households have trusted this exact method because it relies on basic physics rather than costly tools. A single rubber band costs less than a penny, yet it keeps you completely independent in your own home. It allows you to prepare your meals on your own schedule without having to wait for a neighbor, a caregiver, or a visiting family member to help you open your groceries. However, keeping this simple aid safe requires understanding its material limits. Rubber bands are made of natural latex, which naturally breaks down, dries out, and loses its stretch over time when exposed to oxygen, sunlight, and kitchen warmth. To prevent the band from snapping unexpectedly and hitting your fingers, inspect it before use and replace it with a fresh one every 6 months, or as soon as you notice any cracking. Additionally, remember that this band is purely a traction aid to help you turn a sealed lid. It is not meant for forcing a damaged, rusted, or bent container. Trying to force a compromised lid can break the glass jar itself, which can cause severe cuts. For standard pantry jars, though, this simple rubber band provides a safe, dignified, and incredibly cheap way to keep your kitchen running smoothly on your own terms. Across all 45 tips, one truth emerges. Protecting your independence doesn't require expensive renovations or high-tech gadgets. It relies on everyday resourcefulness. These budget-friendly adjustments prove that maintaining a safe, comfortable home is entirely within your control. Dignity and self-reliance aren't bought, they are built, one small detail at a time. Which of these simple ideas will you try first? Let us know in the comments below.